Well, hello guys, Pokemon here. Today I'm back for another video, and today's video is going to be the last part of our series, guys. This is the end of our top 5 of all the tiers series, and today's top 5 is about the top 5 favorite Uber Pokemon. And if I'm honest, I don't like Uber Pokemon. I'm not a legendary fan. I know there are people out there that really like legendaries, but I'm not a fan of legendaries. I prefer just regular Pokemon. So it was pretty hard for me to make this list and to find 5 Pokemon in the Uber tier that I really liked, to be honest. But there are quite a few that I do like, but I don't like them as much as other Pokemon or regular Pokemon in other tiers. But I'll just get over it. Start with my number 5. Number 5. And my number 5 is Mega Kangaskhan. And Mega Kangaskhan is a pretty cool Pokemon. I like Kangaskhan, Kangaskhan's design even before it got a Mega. I really like the little kid being in the belly, or however you call that on kangaroos. And I really like that. But when it got the Mega, I really like that the kid came out of its belly and helped him out in the battle. I really liked that idea. I really thought that Game Freak did a good job on that. I really like the ability Parental Bond. Let me check real quick. What is it called again? Parental Bond, of course. It got a lot of boost when it's got this Mega Evolution, which made it a little bit too overpowered and made it into the Uber tier, and that's why I choose it for my number 5 spot. I do really like Mega Kangaskhan and Kangaskhan in general, and I really like the Parental Bond ability and what you can do with it. I think that it changed the meta quite a bit, or at least the Uber meta quite a bit, and I think that it's a pretty cool mon, and I really liked Mega Kangaskhan for some reason. So let's go on to our number 4. Number 4. And my number 4 is Zekrom. And Zekrom was my favorite of the legendaries in the Black and White series. I really didn't like the legendaries in that series, if I'm honest. Kyurem is pretty cool, but I still didn't really like them. I thought they over-designed the legendaries a bit. I thought they looked a bit too cool in my opinion. Zekrom looks like the black-eyed dragon, or no, the red-eyed black dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's honestly one of the biggest reasons why I like it. It really looks like it. Just look it up if you have time after this video. Look up the, what is it, red-eyed black dragon. I feel like that's the card. It really looks like it. It's pretty much the same. Maybe Game Freak got the sprite of the Yu-Gi-Oh card, because I know the Yu-Gi-Oh card was before this legendary. But enough talking about that. Honestly, Zekrom, cool Pokemon, really original typing, Dragon Electric. You don't see that much. There might be a few Dragon Electric types out there. I'm not totally sure. I'm not good at typings and remembering Pokemon with those typings. But it's an interesting typing. Only 5 resistances. No, 6 resistances and 4 weaknesses. Pretty cool. The only problem with Zekrom is that it doesn't really have a lot of coverage. It only has electric and dragon type moves, to be honest. But it has a 150 base attack, which tops it up. I haven't used a Zekrom, to be honest, only in Black and White when I caught it with my Master Ball. But honestly, cool Pokemon. Design is pretty cool. A bit over the top in my opinion. But I still really like Zekrom, and it's one of my favorites in the Uber tier. Number 3. And my number 3 is Genesect. And Genesect is an amazing Pokemon. I really like its design. I said in the previous, the number 4 with Zekrom, I said that I really didn't like the Black and White legendaries. And I still think that, but Genesect looks really good in my opinion. It doesn't look too overrated. And honestly, the download ability is great on it. It has good stats, 120 on attack and special attack. And I really like its viability, because it is a bug steel type, which is always good. Having, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, well, 8 resistance and 1 immunity, and only being weak to fire 4 times. Really good typing, of course. And Genesect has just an amazing move too, and I love using it in the Uber tier. I have used it quite a lot. I use it in almost every Uber tier that I run, because it's so good to use. It's so easy to use, because it has coverage all over the place. Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, U-turns, Flash Cannon, Dark Pulse, Gunk Shot even, Giga Drain, Energy Ball. It has all the kinds of coverage, which is amazing and makes it really good usable in the Ubers tier, and that's why it got up to the Ubers tier, because it's really hard to check. And honestly, it was OU for a while. I think in the start of X and Y it was still OU, which was pretty cool. I really don't understand why, because it's such a good Pokemon. I really like the U-turn on it as well, because that makes a good, well, a good switching Pokemon. It gives you a lot of initiatives, which is always good, and just cool typing, cool design. I really didn't see it in the anime, but I didn't really watch the Black and White anime, so that's probably why. And just a really good Pokemon and really easy to use. So let's go on to our number 2. Number 2. And my number 2 is Yveltal, or Yveltal. No, Yveltal is the way to pronounce it. And it is a really darn cool looking Pokemon. It was the game I played. I played Pokemon Y. And I really liked Yveltal for some reason. I like Dark types in general. One of my favorite typings, to be honest. A lot of cool Pokemon in there. And Yveltal looks really dope. The Y shape that it has on it looks really good. I think the Game Freak did an amazing job in designing Yveltal. Really good eagle looking... Yeah, what is it actually? A bird. Something like a legendary bird. You wouldn't really... it's not really in the group of legendary birds, of course, but it looks like a bird in my opinion. And for the typing, dark flying typing, a pretty original typing. I think Mandibuzz and Vullaby are the only 2 Pokemon with that typing. The typing means that you're immune to 2 types, which is pretty cool. Psychic and Ground. Also resisting 3 other types. And being weak to 4 types. Not the best defensive type, but it's really decent being immune to 2 types. And he has really interesting stats. 131 on attack and special attack. And 95 on defense and 98 on special defense. 126 HP, a lot of HPs. And it is a good defensive typing. As you can see from Mandibuzz, always used as a defensive wall. And honestly, Yveltal has a lot of good things with him, like Ruse, Taunt. His signature move Oblivion Wing, which regains 50% of the health done to the opponent, I believe, or at least a good amount of percentage of the health done. And stuff like Foul Play, I really like this defensive wall in the Ubers tier. I have used it before, and it is really darn decent. Also with the Dark Aura ability, you can spam Dark type moves because they will do a lot of damage. So let's go on to my number 1. Number 1. And Dialga is my number 1, and it is my number 1 because it's the first legendary that I caught. I think Dialga's sprite looks amazing. And honestly, I really was pumped and hyped when I caught Dialga. It looked so dope, it was so cool, and I spent Roar of Time at the time when I used it, or when I had it in my Diamond game. I didn't really understand the mechanics, so I didn't really understand that I had to recharge every time, but it was just such an overpowered move at the time. Roar of Time and a really dope animation on the... on Diamond at the time, so that's why I spammed it on the Elite Four and stuff like that. And Dialga, the Steel Dragon typing, I think it's the only Pokemon with this typing, and it is a dope typing. Looking at it, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 resistances with 1 immunity and only weak to 2 types. That's so good, to be honest. The Steel typing is so good. For the stats, it has a really bulky stats, 120 on the defense, 100 on the special defense, 100 HP, 150 special attack, which is really good as well, with a move like Roar of Time, 150 base special attack move. That does some damage if you use it as really good. But honestly, Dialga has some great coverage as well. It has access to Fire type moves, Ground type moves, Steel type moves, Dragon type moves, Electric type moves, Ice type moves. Even fighting type move with Aura Sphere and Brick Break and Bulk Up. It has just a really cool Pokemon, a good Trick Room setter actually. I should try a Trick Room Dialga sometime. That would be pretty dope as well. Just a really cool Pokemon, amazing design in my opinion. I prefer it after Palkia. Dialga is my favorite of the 2. It was the first legendary that I caught, and it is just a really cool Pokemon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did. There are quite a few cool Pokemon in the Ubersteer. And well, guys, this is the end of our mini-series. I did a lot of videos about it, or made a lot of videos for it, and it did cost me quite a lot of time. So I hope you guys can leave at least a like for this last video, the last video of the top 5 of all the tier series. But guys, there could be one more video of this series, but that depends on you. If you want me to do a top 5 favorite Pokemon of all the tiers, or a top 10 favorite Pokemon of all the tiers, and just one top 10 the Pokemon that I like of all the tiers, I want this video to reach at least 5 likes. We can definitely manage to do that, right? Give me 5 likes, let me know if you enjoyed this video, and then I'll see you guys in my next video. Later.